Hello, I'm Spacey. I'm your host. Today I'm going to talk about art criticism. I'm going to make a much longer video on art criticism later, but I just wanted to make a quick statement before I continue with the thing I'm about to continue with. There cannot be a possibility for one to make objective value statements about art. Let me repeat that in a simplified manner. You can't make objective value statements about art. There is no such thing as a good or a bad movie. There is no such thing as a best or worst song. It does not exist. It cannot exist. Why? I'm just going to have to say that for a bigger video. But the fact of the matter is that we're just never going to be able to agree on that. And it's because there is no universal standard. There can't be. Otherwise, we'd be brainwashed. We'd just be a bunch of sheeple, as the kids say. It's 12:14 a.m. I've tried again to make this. I tried as a video, but I didn't have enough storage. And I've already tried it as a recording, and I just got off track, and it's so hard, and I'm so tired, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this right now. The reason that I want to talk about this, the reason that I want to talk about objectivity and subjectivity in art, the reason that I want to say that that all we can do is say that we really like a movie, or we love the movie, or it's our favorite movie, and that all we're really saying when we say that a movie was good is that we're saying that a movie was good for us, not that it was good for everyone. The reason that I'm saying all this is because of the reception of Ant-Man Quantumania. Ant-Man Quantumania, which I will be giving spoilers for, so don't continue to watch or listen or however I'm doing this. Don't continue to do that if you don't want spoilers. I'm just going to give you a moment. Step off. Okay, now that everyone who doesn't want to be spoiled is gone, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania has probably the most challenging ending of a Marvel movie since Infinity War. Is that subjective? Probably. But, again, spoilers. Seriously, spoilers for the end of the movie. Seriously, because I'm just going to talk about it openly now. So, spoilers. The movie ends with Scott Lang having an existential crisis about his defeat of Kang. Kang is defeated. But, as he says, doesn't that mean the whole multiverse is going to die? That every single living thing in the multiverse will die? Isn't that what it means? Because that's what Kang said. And it is a perfect ending. The movie doesn't deserve that good of an ending. Again, when I say good, I'm just talking about for me. The Ant-Man trilogy so far as I've been able to tell, has been about heroism. The first movie is about how to be a hero despite having been a quote-unquote bad person all your life, right? The second movie is about how to be a good person when you and other people have conflicting interests. And when those interests are both good. And the most recent movie, Quantumania, is about how to continue to be good in the face of unstoppable, impossible odds. And Quantumania takes the absurdist approach, right? It says, screw it, ants. That's the answer, ants. And that's really funny. But ultimately, it is a satisfying answer, right? It's the absurdist answer. It's the everything everywhere all at once, nothing matters, versus nothing matters. And that's great. Good for Quantumania. I like that. But it takes it a step further in such an interesting and difficult way by saying it doesn't stop. You know, he may be happy, he may be with his family, but he's still in pain. He's still suffering. He's still worried, because that's how it goes. You keep going, not just with the good, but with the bad. Genius! I don't know that I should be calling Quantumania genius. But I did. Because that ending was torturously suspenseful. You can't quite call it a cliffhanger, right? Because we know how it ended. We know Kang is dead. But gosh, that is rough. What if he just killed everyone? That's so rough. But people aren't going to see it because it's got less than a 70% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, I just got to live with that personally. I've just got to be like, no one's going to care. There's me and my buddy Nathan. We saw it together. I guess I'm just going to name him. Anyway, we saw it together, and I mean, we were both having the same reaction. Like, this movie does not deserve the rating that it got. And because it got that rating, so many people are going to see it now. And furthermore, people are just being like, oh, Marvel fell off, blah, blah, blah. Like, if you don't care, that's fine. But the problem is that people keep making these objective value statements. The fact of the matter is, I just found Quantumania totally valuable. I just found it totally enjoyable and challenging in unique and interesting ways. But people are going to invalidate that because it's Ant-Man and it has a 48% on Rotten Tomatoes. But I think if we look at it, it's actually a very valid reason to be intrigued by the ending of this movie and by the movie as a whole. Gosh. You know, I'm not even saying that this is like my favorite movie of all time. I'm just saying that I enjoyed it. On a scale of 1 to 12, I'd give it like a 10.5. Which is very specific. But I do have a rating system. Anyway. Again, and I should say furthermore, that rating system is totally subjective. But, man, it really frustrates me. I see you, Noodle. Frustrates me. It really frustrates me that people just aren't going to give it a chance. That's sad. Now, of course, it's also Marvel. So Marvel doesn't care. They're a multi-billion-dollar company. It doesn't matter to them. But, I really care about this. I do. And it just kind of hurts. It's just kind of mean. I don't know. Anyway, that's enough about that. I will talk about the rest of the movie. I thought that MODOK was just so freaking funny as a concept. On a metatextual level, basically served no purpose. It was a plot device for an antagonistic force, and then just changed his name twice, and then and then died in an adventure. Spoilers for that too, I guess. Oh my gosh. It's so funny. Come on. It's hilarious. And moreover, right? Chidi Anagonye's in it, and he plays a troubled telepath, and he's so funny. Man, I mean, I could talk about it for a while. There are parts of the soundtrack that were just phenomenal. I thought it was fascinating that they changed the music from 7/8 to 5/8 or 5/4 to 4/4 over the course of 3 movies. That's super interesting to me. It kind of declares the change in tone, you know? Kang was a super fascinating villain for me. Like, I cannot wait to see Jonathan Majors in the future continue to play this character, especially after the post-credits scene. To those of you that know, you know. Oh, man. What am I missing? Because there's a huge part of this that I'm missing that I just adore. Gosh, one of the funniest things, gotta be the funniest thing. I cannot wait for conservative media to talk about socialism in Ant-Man. Like, that was the funniest thing to possibly include is Michael Douglas going, you know, I know socialism is a charged word, but we should hear him out. and then the ants are the thing to beat everything with the socialist revolution, bro. Oh, please, bro, that's so funny. Oh, I got a little monkey there. Anyway, yeah, just, gosh, that was an adventure, man. Look, I'm not gonna keep talking about this. I'm not gonna make this into any more of a thing because I'm just so tired, and I know that I have more to say, but I just really need to talk about this because I just think it's really important that, you know, we change the way we think about seeing these things. I'm gonna give an example. When I saw the trailer for Reminiscence, which was the Hugh Jackman movie that came out 2021, I want to say, the one where he falls into the water chasing a piano. Jumps into the water chasing a piano, and it's like a detective noir, blah, 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 blah. I saw that trailer, and I was super intrigued. I'm super into the noir genre. I'm kind of sort of in the process of writing a noir TV show, sort of horror, thriller, mystery, sci-fi, noir, romance. Anyway, you know, and I saw a lot about this movie in the trailers. I was like, you know, this actually seems like something that could inspire the thing that I'm working on in really positive ways. So maybe I'll check it out. And then the Rotten Tomatoes reviews came out, and it was just, you know, 38%. I was like, oh no, that's not good. That's not good if I want to enjoy this movie, but I'm going to give it a try anyway. And I watched it on HBO Max. I did. And, you know, I'm glad that I did. Because even though I liked it even less than I was hoping at a minimum that I would. That's not true. I actually liked it. I liked it for certain reasons. I also really didn't like it for other reasons, and I wouldn't watch it again because I didn't like it enough to watch it again. But it did feel exactly what I was hoping it would feel when I was interested in it, because it looked like something that might inspire the thing that I was working on. It did. And it did in good ways, and it did in bad ways. It showed me things that I definitely don't want to do, and it showed me things that I definitely do want to do. Like the general aesthetic, the use of color, like that was all stuff that was interesting to me and that I'll be keeping and holding on to. And so I'm glad that I watched it, even though I wouldn't watch it again. But that's really like what I want to say with this stuff, is that if it's something that interests you for whatever reason, give it a shot if you can. It's a pretty elitist take, I'm not gonna lie. Which is why it's important for me to say, like, if you just can't, there's also nothing wrong with that. And we shouldn't be expecting people to watch everything they're interested in watching, listen to everything they're interested in listening to, because that's not how the world works. But if you have the resources to, just whatever you're interested in, you should pursue it, because you just never know. And Quantumania is one of those movies for me right now that I'm like, I don't know how many times I'm going to watch Quantumania. In fact, I may not need to watch it again. Maybe, because a lot of the Marvel stuff is not very rewatchable. It's about the suspense leading up to the big villain character, and a lot of Ant-Man Quantumania was that for me. Was the suspense leading up to Kang. But there's also a lot of it that I'm going to be holding on to. I'm going to be holding on to the fact that MODOK is as ridiculous as he is, which is perfect for MODOK. I'm going to be holding on to Kang. I'm going to be holding on to Jonathan Majors as Kang. I'm going to be holding on to Socialism Ants. I can't wait to use that in conversation. I've got a buddy who's super conservative. We've had multiple conversations, and I'm not conservative, not at all. And I can't wait to hit him with the, I know socialism a charged word. I know socialism is a charged word, but we should hear him out. Oh man, it's so good. Anyway, yeah. So that's just all to say. Just, if you're interested, give it a shot. And if you like something more than the Rotten Tomatoes score thinks you should, don't be mad at yourself or anything. Because it's perfectly fine to just like what you like, Now, for a lot of people, if you watch a bunch of stuff, that stuff is going to change over time. What you like is going to change over time. And that's fine, too. It's good. But it's also cool to just like what you like. It really is. But it's also different than liking racist stuff. That's not liking what you like. That's liking something that actively damages you and the people around you. But I don't need to get into that right now. It's so late. I finally got a good one. This is it, guys. This is the good recording. Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Anyway, good night. Okay, so I recorded that whole thing, and then I sat down and realized that there's a whole important aspect that I didn't talk about. Kang. Kang. I want to talk about Kang. Kang. So Kang's whole shtick in this movie, right, is that he wins. That's his whole shtick. He's like, I win. That's what he says. He says, I win. And you get this very strong sense that there's a lot of ego stuff going on here. And you kind of get that with MODOK too, right? Like, I'm the all-powerful one, and Kang is just like the next one up. Like, power. You know who else is like power? Dr. Doom. I have a feeling that when we get the Fantastic Four movie, Dr. Doom will be played by Jonathan Majors. And then I think that Secret Wars, or maybe Kang Dynasty, one of the two, will have Dr. Doom be one of the Kang variants. And maybe furthermore become the all-powerful one. I just got a feeling, man. I'm just feeling that. I'm just feeling it. Because of the relationship between the ego and the nature of the villain, Doctor Doom. I just feel like that's where they're going with it. I just want to leave that. Anyway, bye.